What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I want to welcome you back for another one of my music video reviews. We're taking a look at Very Good. I think this is like their second song that I am aware of. This album and all that stuff was funded through a Make Star campaign, which was funded by the fans in part, which is super cool. And this has been a video that I've been pestered about constantly since this came out by my fans whom I love so much, and this was something that I was intending on making a video for the entire time. Just life and stuff got in the way, which means that it hasn't really happened until now. Not to mention new K-pop releases happen and all that stuff to, you know, groups that I think are going to get me more views and exposure and stuff like that. So I'm going to check it out finally. So let's get the headphones on and get it started right now. Oh, I really love the visual style of this. Just the look of this video, right? The design and the wardrobe and all that stuff is just great. Oh, that chorus, man. That music, I was so focused on what was going on with that music track right there. That's definitely a super interesting part. Not to mention, like, the vocals are just powerful as hell.
Damn.
All right, now what have they added? They've added like what, 2 colors to this this setup basically, or 3 or something like that. I don't know, 2 main colors at the very least, that pink and a little bit of blue. Wow, this song is so fantastic. Damn, hit that high note. Yeah, I mean, it's a high note. It's typical. You know, you have to have the high note. That's exactly what is in every single song. But god damn, this song is awesome. Just wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's amazing. Holy Christ, Jesus Lord, that was damn good. And it is a real shame that this is a group that nobody's going to pay very much attention to, just because they're not, you know, popular. They're not being promoted that widely. They're just not from, you know, one of those companies or anything like that that has the high reputation that would draw people's attention. But goddamn, is this song fantastic. It is really great. And, you know, of course, this right here is a prime example of why, as a K-pop fan, or just anybody, or just for me personally, but we can extend this out to other people, is that listening to the big companies and the most popular groups is all good. That's perfectly fine. They put out really great music, and, you know, they experiment and stuff like that. But, you know, sometimes, man, you really just have to go and take a little bit of time and explore and check out the names that you absolutely have no idea who they are, because you will find some really great stuff like this. Just like last year, there was, who were they? I can't remember who they were. Oh my god, this is considering how, like, I thought they were one of the best, a really great group, and then I can't remember who they were. Oh no. I can't remember the song. Face Off. What was it? I can't remember what the name of that group was, but it was a boy group with the masks, and the name of the song was Face Off, and that was fantastic. It was a really, really great song. I love that song. And that's like the first group from a small, teeny tiny company that nobody ever knew about. They're not being promoted widely. International fans and stuff like that definitely are not going to know who they are. And they're very unlikely, I think, to even check it out. So, when you come across a group that you don't know, definitely listen to it. You got a 50-50 chance of it being a good song or a bad song. Sometimes you'll get something amazing, sometimes you'll get something that's pretty bad. Most of the time it's going to be something that is like, generic K-pop that's not going to be anything particularly good or bad, but it's just going to be like, that's a decent song. Not really something I love, but it's, a good effort. And this song for me falls in the "this song is amazing" category. And I love it. Definitely one of the, hidden gems of 2016 so far. And, if you haven't listened to it, you definitely need to. So I'm going to listen to this a couple more times and, the music video, and to do the reviews and the video like I normally do. I know that there's going to be some points to point out and talk about. And, we'll do that to finish off the video right now. All right, so let us finish this video off with my final review. I have got 3 points to talk about, which is about normal for every single time that I do this. But the first point that I want to talk about is just the general style and look and feel and the colors and all of that sort of stuff of this video. And I really, really love it. The entire thing, I think, is really, really well done. It's kind of simple, the style for the majority of the thing. It's set in it has one set, basically, too. It's a pretty simple, I think, kind of, relatively low budget kind of music video, which, is good. And it's well done. This is kind of proof right here that you don't need to have 5 fancy, elaborate different sets with 5 different wardrobes and stuff like that you get from the big companies to produce a really, really well done and well produced music video. The thing that I love about this is just like the color selection for this. And it's probably saying a lot because there isn't really much of a color selection, but just let me explain. First off, the first portion of the music video, the white on white aspect of this is really, really great. The girls are wearing complete white, except for the bow tie or whatever you want to call it that they got around their neck, which stands out, and then the rest of the background is entirely white, which is really, really awesome. That portion of that is really, really well done. And sometimes you see in a video where like the members are dressed in white, but then they kind of really blend into the background a bit more than makes it a bit difficult to see them, but they don't really blend in this. And that's a lot to do, I think, with the wardrobe design and of course the production of the video. And then you get into, they added a bit of color, and it's really, they only added 2 colors to this, the light pink and the blue. And that's really cool. Typically when you go with these sorts of visual styles, the thing that they do, which I really, really hate, is they remove all of the saturation from the colors from the video, which means that like all of the vibrant sorts of colors, it doesn't exist anymore. They just take all of that saturation, the vibrancy out of the color palette, and they make the entire video really, really dull, which makes the video aspect of it really, really boring, and the colors and the style like that don't pop so much. This one, they kept the saturation, they kept all of that intact, so you get the full appreciation, the full color value of the colors that are used. And the reason that and how I can tell this really is that when you look at the scenes, and I know that they have at least at one point there's like this green plant in the background, and that is like 100% pure green. Like it's not a faded or dull sort of green. Like that is green. The other 2 colors that they used as the main portions, they're like dull, muted pastel kind of colors, which are cool, and it really does fit into it fits nicely with the whole the whole idea of the entire thing being white, because if they went with the vibrant color, it would have been a bit different, so I really, really like that, where they used some colors. They weren't particularly bright, vibrant sort of colors, but they didn't like dull all the colors out to make so that at least the colors that were there kind of popped a bit more than they otherwise would, which is really, really awesome. The second point is the music, and the music is really, really good. I like it. The highlight of this is during the chorus, and if you listen to this more, I definitely caught it the first time I listened to it, and which you might notice when I just kind of like pause and I start looking down at I guess my keyboard or whatever, where you could hear like it kind of like pauses and hiccups and stuff like that at points. I'm gonna say it's kind of like a little bit of a glitch sound or effect that happens during the chorus, which is cool. It caught my attention the first time. You might not particularly notice it over the vocals during the chorus, which are really awesome as well, and we'll talk about that just in a minute, but it does add a very interesting element to the chorus to go a little bit deeper past the vocals. And now to finish this off, we're going to move on to the vocals. And the vocals, of course, are really, really great. Throughout the entire song, it's really, really awesome. Well done. Definitely not any points that I can say in this song that are particularly bad. It's very, very strong. And the entire song is made up of some really top quality, vocal elements. You get the multiple different high notes to finish off the last, 45 seconds of the song, which is really, really great. And it doesn't actually feel that bad or out of place, if that makes any sense, because you kind of build up to this sort of crescendo with the vocals when you just suddenly drop in. That's the end of the video. The second part that I really like, and actually is kind of like the hook of the entire song for the chorus, is after they do their line in the chorus and they have the little, I don't know, the whistle or the hum bit that happens after that. Like if you listen to it again, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. But that is the point in the vocals or the actual sung aspect of the song that stands out more than anything else, and it's really, really awesome. And it definitely is. If you can get the words down in Korean, even if you can just hum the melody, and then you can get to that portion that follows it up, which for me was the thing that hooked me and grabbed my attention and is the most memorable part of the song, then it's definitely going to be a song to sing along to. So overall, for this being a song from a company and a group that nobody knows, it's a real shame that as I'm looking at it right now, it only has a total of 150,000 views, this video on the CJ E&M music channel. And I think it definitely deserves a lot more than it does, because this is a definitely hugely underrated song from an underrated group at the moment. And I think this is their first comeback. Their debut song was okay, but this is their first comeback, and they've absolutely killed it, nailed it, got it spot on with this. And hopefully for the people that didn't know about them before and listened to this song, they are just as amazed and just in love with the song as I am currently, and they will continue to support this group going forward, and just love it, just love it, right? It's going to be great. So there you go. That is my review. I do apologize for this being super late, but life happens and got in the way and stuff and things, but we're able to do it now. So let me know what you think about it down in the comment box below or on social media. I got Twitter, Facebook, and a bunch more. There's links to all those profiles in the description box below. So click on those and do stuff and the things. That is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.